Good afternoon, everybody. We are going to continue the work that I had done yesterday, where we are continuing to outline the inside of the prison of Arkham City. Where we last left off was working on the buildings, because as far as this build goes, the main difficulty part of this map is going to be building the buildings. Because some of the buildings are in different angles, they're different shapes, and part of making it look as accurate. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties, as always. If I have the Wi-Fi on, my connection immediately gets halted. Alright, so what we did yesterday was designing this side of the wall of where the end of the prison will start. This is the starting gate, and then there are buildings right here. It's good to know that these buildings, some of them are made of brick, which is actually kind of nice. And then, of course, we built the Riddler trophy area. Later on, after I'm done building the map, I'm gonna make sure that when you touch cobwebs, you do take damage. And if you stay in there too long, and if you stay there long enough, you will die. And then, of course, there's a building here. These buildings are quite tall, which is probably why... did I break anything? I thought I broke something. Never mind. Part of... I think there's a reason why when Batman is down here, he uses the grapple hook and he goes all the way to the top of the building. Why is there a wandering traitor here? Sorry, buddy, but you gotta go. This is a prison. Citizens are not allowed here. No, 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 no. You made me do this. Sorry, but you forced my hand. Get back here. No way you survived that fall. Anyways, these buildings here are what I'm doing next, because I am starting to outline outside of this wall. That's why I brought this wall closer, because the gap between these two areas is 8 blocks. And as you come around, the Riddler trophy's right here, and then there's the building that you can grapple on. So yeah, there's a lot of work put into this, and we are going to continue. So let's get the switch on the map. I've got more videos being uploaded from Twitch to YouTube. I am very happy to see that my content is actually getting views again, because when I used to do YouTube before, my content was just a bunch of challenge videos, which I could tell probably got boring to some, which is why my content didn't get as many views as it did before when I first started. Okay, so I am now currently working on this building here. After this building comes to an end... Oh, no, 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 no. That's not what I want to do. No! Okay, resume. Okay, so this building is taller than the rest. This building will take part of the spacing off this building here. It takes 4 blocks, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 4 blocks. So, the very end of this building, right here, is how much it takes off. So, I will have to add an additional layer because it is not big enough. So, my night vision has worn off. We need to add an additional layer of brick. Then it follows the same pattern of deep slate, chiseled quartz block, and a stone stair. So deep slate, chiseled quartz, and a stone stair, brick stair. After that, this part, all of this is going to come around. So the way this works, the very top of the building, so all this is going to get covered. So the way this is going to work, all of this, so it's 4 blocks that has been taken over, like that. Actually, no, it's chiseled quartz. Okay, so all of this is going to get taken care of. It's going to get covered. So 4 blocks. Except this one gets an additional one. I can't tell what block that is. I will just assume it is deep slate. And then it goes up 1. And then we need something that has like a blackish tone color. Let's use a netherite block. Netherite. Then afterwards, because this entire building is that height, and then we need chiseled smooth quartz, and then a stone slab. Oops. Like that. Then the rest of it is stone slabs. So the rest of that is going to be brick with smooth slabs to top it off. And that's how that is going to look. So part of that building is taken over, which means this entire thing is going to need to be much taller than I anticipated. So we're going to take this off and continue building from here. So we just need to copy the pattern. Deep slate, chiseled quartz. So deep slate, let me put a marker so I know when to stop it. And that's when the stone stair will touch. So deep slate, we'll do 3 pieces of deep slate, and then we'll do chiseled quartz. No, that's not going to work. It needs to be 2 pieces of deep slate, 2 pieces of chiseled quartz, and then stone. There we go. Just like that. Except I have to extend this. So that's going to get extended. Oh, careful now. Alright, now I just need to extend. I need to extend this now. Chiseled quartz, stone slab. And this is going to continue all the way till this part ends. Whoops, didn't mean to cover that. There we go. Now we need chiseled deep slate, chiseled quartz, and stone slabs. There we go. So the very end of this building here, so where the windows are is the very end of the building. Afterwards, there's this large sign I have to put now. There's also gargoyles. I have to. Oh, those are not gargoyles. Those are birds, I think. They look like gargoyles though, but they're actually birds. Okay, so another angels. That's gonna be kind of hard to do, especially on the angle they're in. Looks like they're gonna be in the quartz part. They go underneath it though. Okay, so I gotta use what material will look good? Dilrite, no. Probably polished. Durite will look good. So polished gray. Let's take that out. Okay, now we need to assemble. Okay. Body. And we need the arms. And then in back, we need the wings. Then it needs a face. Oh, this is gonna be a lot taller than I thought. So I can't build it right here. I have to build right there. Okay, there we go. Then we need the arms. The wings. And then we need the head. We'll just use, I don't know what will look good for the head. Let's use a skeleton head. There you go. Then I need to build another, the same way as I built this one. After that, there's a sign that I have to place down. Okay, there we go. There we go. There are the not gargoyles, angels. Afterwards, there's a sign that I need to put down. The sign looks like it's made of black. How many blocks is that? Depending on how much spacing it takes to make each letter. So, my main limit though. Okay, so where this window is, the first set of windows, before the next one starts, this is where it ends. So I'm going to place a layer of netherite that is going to go above it. Does the sign touch? Yes, the sign does touch the angel. Okay, so now we need to decide what's going to hold it in place. I think the most practical material would be black stone. And then we need to build the sign and then the letters. We'll use netherite. That will hold that in place. And then so the sign has light. So are gonna have to replace a couple. We're gonna have to make it like this. We're gonna need sea lantern. We're going to need sea lantern. I'm running out of space. We're gonna need sea lantern, and then we're gonna have to make the letters with the loom. Okay, so a layer of sea lantern. Then the letters are gonna go on top of it. Then we're gonna use Now, is this sign all over it? Or is it just on one side? Nope, it's on both sides of the building. It looks like it's 2 blocks though. But a banner is only gonna be 1 block, so. So, now the hard part, designing those letters. So it's light blue. So I gotta go in nature. It is going to be light blue dye. And then we need the design of the banner. Obviously it's going to be a black banner. Then we need a loom. The first letter is H. So we're gonna pull this banner out. Pull the light blue dye. So the first letter is going to be H. So let's put this one out. Then we need the line on the edge. Then I need black so I can get that border around it again. Alright, that's H. There we go. H for hotel. This is actually going to be a lot larger than I thought. Which means I'm going to have to make this smaller. Alright, next, O. O should not be that hard because... Okay, so let's get a black banner and the light blue. So, first we need... No... Oh, we're gonna have to do this. I messed up. We're gonna have to do this. No. Then the black. Okay. That's O. Alright, next, T. Alright, next, E. Last but not least, L. Oh, that's the wrong way. Whoops. I messed that up. And that's L. There we go. That's the side of that building complete. Now we need to work on this side. After I put these away. Okay, now we're gonna go on the mobile cam. Okay, so on the mobile cam, I worked on the sign for the building. It's supposed to be a hotel. Now we're gonna go on this side and work on the wall to this building. Looks like a building for like, what was it? Gotham Mechanics or something? No, Gotham Hardware. This used to be a hardware store. Okay, so let me get my motion and vision out. All right, let's go check that wall over there. What material does that look made of? Look like it's made of. Okay, so there is some design to this. It looks like the wood design continues, but it changes color. It goes from red to a lightish brown on its color palette. So a lightish brown wood. That would be spruce. And then when it changes color palettes, it is noticeable. With these outer ridges around it. Okay, there's two. Is this 4 blocks? There are... Okay, so the 2 window design will continue to there, and then after the doorway to this building, it is 3 blocks. And then there is 1 more until it gets to the wall. Like that. Now, as for the inside of the building, it's wood, but it's not the same wood. It's a different color type wood. It looks like it's jungle to me. So we're gonna take this out, place this with jungle. There is a doorway here, so that's gonna get moved. After that, the jungle wood pretty much covers the entirety of the window. Okay, then there is a roof that is going to be established. Looks like it's going to be smooth stone slabs. After that, another layer of wood gets added. There is a vent right here. It's 2 blocks. After that, the same design of this will continue on the other side. What I had used was nether bricks, right? So chiseled nether brick stairs. Then the slabs. There we go. Then another layer of smooth stone. Then dark oak pretty much covers the rest of this. That completes the rest of it. On the end side. Okay, so that completes this side of the building. Now the other side is when these two buildings collide with each other. This is not really that difficult. It seems to follow a pattern of, except this is going to be deep slate this time. So when these two buildings collide with each other, so what I need to know is what is the gap between this and this. You can measure this with rectangles. So I gotta go on the outer edge and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It is a 9-block gap. And it is again going to be brick, so... material. I put the brick in here. I'm going to have to remove that chest later. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then this is going to be deep slate right here, which I also took out. Deep slate here. And then the gap from here to here is 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is going to be a 4-block gap. And then deep slate. Then the deep slate. Oh, I messed up. Then that layer of deep slate continues to the end of the building. Looks like this is going to be 3 blocks. After that, the windows will begin to start again. Okay, now we need to pay attention to the window design again. Okay, the windows this time are going to be boarded up, which means they don't have a use.
Shower, just let me know your sister's pregnancy. What's all this? I haven't watched it. Not all week. This whole week for Disney. All that was from yesterday. We're there in one day. That's a lot.
The window design is 2 blocks, like always, except they're boarded up this time. So, there is of course going to be a brick wall that divides it. Key difference though, these windows aren't going to be boarded, they're going to be boarded up. So they're going to be covered in what looks like to be waxed copper. Each time the windows are built, once we get to this side though, there is going to be one window that will be on. So then the layer of deep slate continues. After the layer of there's going to be a window that will be on. And we're going to use the brick slabs, because that's the material that is being used. There's also a staircase that I'm going to have to build. The staircase starts... Oh, I fell off. The staircase starts... when it's 1, 2, oh, it's a 4-block gap. 4 blocks. And it starts on the deep slate. So this is going to be a ladder. So we're going to use... there isn't any material that looks like that. Tough brick, maybe? Yeah, we'll use tough brick. Leave an opening. Like that. And then there's gonna be another. So let me just climb this. Okay, so when you actually get on top of this, there is going to be a layer of fence around it. I'm going to get barrier blocks so it doesn't look like there's anything holding it together. I need a ladder. And I need iron bars. Musical on the outside. There you go. And then to place the ladder, we need a barrier here. Which there should be a chest. Not in this chest. Probably in processing center somewhere. Okay, that barrier block is going to be in a chest somewhere. Okay, that's fine. I'll just get a new one. Got it. How tall is this ladder? Okay, so it's one. So to exactly figure out how much is going to be one piece of ladder, the ladder is 4 prongs total. So 4 of these prongs here. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be 1 block. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like it would be. So we know when it'll end. This piece of ladder ends at the final ladder. I should probably build the rest first before I build the ladder, so I have an idea of where this is going to go. But now, let's continue on. Let's drop down, and so the next one's up. All of those windows will be on. So they're going to be windows that are going to have windows. Glass. So, I have my brick. Let me get my brick out. Let me get my yellow out. And I need my yellow paint. Yellow paints. Okay. So. go. That's the first set of window. And then the layer of deep slit continues. Then we use the brick slabs. After the end of one, there's brick slabs on the outer end of each one. Like that. Then on the other side, I am only able to fit one window. Even though I'm supposed to be able to fit 3 windows, I can only fit one window. Or I could mitigate that by doing this. These windows are not on. So we're going to need to use light gray. There we go. As we continue going up, the pattern continues, moving forward. So then we follow the same pattern. After the second set of windows, once you get to the second set of windows, this last one, this last stairwell will be on the final set of windows. And there are no more windows that have their lights on after this. There's actually no window right in this side anymore. What is gonna be right here though is a giant. I don't really know what that thing is. Seems pretty straightforward to build. Then the last stairwell is built. Okay, so after that, the stairwell is built. So the third stairwell will begin right there. So the first window, second window, the wall before starting the third window. So this is the first set of windows, second set of windows. When the third set of windows begins, so right here, this is where it is. And it is in the same spot as the original one, so Now this one is going to be built differently because this is where the staircase is going to go. So now we know when the stairwell begins. Now we need to finish the roof. So by the time the roof finishes, there is a layer of deep slate at the very top. We're gonna have to extend that layer of deep slate before we begin the roof. Let me get my chiseled boards out. Oops. And then the stone. Oh no, I took it. I put it in the chest. That's the end of this side of the wall of the building. Now we're gonna have to come over here and finish the other side of the building. We do know the schematics though. This is exactly how big these buildings are going to be. When you get to the top of this building here, specifically this one, the walls will need to be extended a little bit, just by a smidge, because they need to be taller. Because when you get on top of this building, if you get on top of this one, yeah, those walls here will need to be extended as well. And these are just the first set of buildings. There's going to be a ton more during this project. There are buildings all over the city. So, let's begin on the other side of this building. Okay, so now we're going to start the other side of the building. So to see the other side, we need to go around this area here. And the first thing that I can see is a fence that is going to come around the other side. So this fence here is going to be angled. It's going to be the same size as this one. So it's going to go one. wall is joined by another wall that continues on the other side, which then connects to another building right next to it. Now we need to actually get inside this area so I can get a better look. So the fence does go around the entire building, and when this area is it's going to take a little angle. So this part is going to angle a little bit. So where the first window started, which is right here, the building is now going to angle itself. So I am out of space, which means we are gonna have to I don't think this chest has any more room. Nope. Let's get the mangrove wood back. And then the smooth quartz block. Okay. So when this area starts, this is going to angle itself now. It's going to angle the building now. So we're going to do this. The building is just going to angle itself. And it's just going to keep angling itself until the other side is visible. This one is actually going to come forward. Then another layer begins until it gets all the way to the other side here. Because the fence over here is now going to collide with the other side here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then they're just And then all we know is that this post here. Then, after that post, we see a window. Then we have another post. Immediately place a window. There's another on top. That looks like it would be light gray, so we use light gray. And it seems like it's been blocked from the other side. I imagine you're not supposed to see the other side. So we're gonna use to make it look like it's been blocked off. No, we're going to use a different block. Bedrock. Okay. After that, then 2 blocks followed by a fence. And it continues all the way till we get to the end of the building. Which is then followed by another fence. not sure which wood would look good. No. Cherry? And I was right. This building is definitely going to be much bigger than the other one. Because okay, so we do need to finish up. We are almost done on this side. At least with the bottom for this little like shop or something. And this area actually takes us to the very beginning of the game when we have to fight Bruce. When we have to fight Penguin's thugs when Penguin captures us. Okay, so after that we have another set of windows. There is one more, another window, and then the last post, and then the building is done. That looks so. One more window. Then we have to follow the same post design as before. Alright, and that's the end of the building. The other side is going to be tricky because it's being blocked by this building here. It's being blocked on the wall here. So now let's focus on the top. Now we know exactly how big this building is. Okay. So now let's focus on the top of the building. Not gonna get much of a view because of how limited space we have. Okay, so to start off, it has the same pattern design as the rest of the building. So we're gonna need the diorite stairs, outlining the outside of the building. Like that. And then we begin the window design. So there are a couple windows that are going to be on and a few of them won't be. Then we have a change in design on the next deep slate layer. So the deep slate layer is going to change a little bit with how many windows I can put. So where this post is for the fence here, so where this is at, then this post, and then this post. So where the next set let me try and figure this out. So that, and then we have the window here that's blocked off. I should have put bedrock there. So right here, the very end of this is where the deep slate goes. Not bedrock. I got rid of it. So that's gonna change in the design a little bit. We'll still get the windows, but I don't think it's gonna be as symmetrical. So, let's get the layer of brick now. And then there's going to be two pieces of like a plain terracotta. Looks like it's yellow right terracotta. So we're going to do white terracotta. Two pieces of white terracotta. Then there's going to be a window here. The window, of course, is going to need a base to be placed on. That base is going to be deep stone, so I'm going to take this out. And then we have the next piece of white terracotta. Afterwards, that's when the deep slate comes to an end. Right here. After that is just plain old, it's just plain old window design from there. Towards the end of the wall, we have a layer of deep slate. And the deep slate starts at this post. Alright. So the windows, all of them are not going to be on. There is going to be one though that, oh, never mind, there's two that are going to be on, and then the rest will be off. Now these windows are going to have a different design. This is going to have a different design. Alright, so let me look. The first window starting up will be on.
My hair's done. I had to put it all back on the oil.
It smells like garlic, pretty much.
It does smell like garlic?
Do I want to say it smells good?
That's because my hair is, my scalp is peeling. It's like that in the summer.
Okay. Same window design as the other side. And now I just have to keep building windows until we reach the deep sleep. Then the pattern will repeat every time till we get to the top of the building. Out of all of the windows though, only one is going to be on. Scratch that, two will be on. and afterwards, the deep slate gets put into play. And the rest of the windows are off. How many layers of windows? One, there's gonna be 4 layers of windows. Mm. Okay, that's the other side almost done. Now I just need to move on to the details. The first detail is going to be the fact that there is a large arch of some kind on the outside of these windows. The next design thing is there's a sign right here on the edge to a carnival place. Where is it placed exactly? It is placed on the end of the first window. So it's going to be right here. It is supported by a black wire. One, two, three, four, most likely. Now I just have to make a circle. Looks like it's made out of waxed copper. It says carnival, so it has a picture. So we need to get a painting of a clown. And the words say carnival. I'll do that one later. The next set of details is the first set of windows. On the third set of windows, there is an odd object that I need to build. So right here, another one of those things made of stone. Oh, I got rid of the stone blocks, didn't I? And that should be the rest of the details on this side of the building. Now this is where it gets tricky. The final side of the building. And this is the first building completely done. Just need to work on the side here. So, on the mobile cam, you can see that we are all pretty much done with this area. This side of the building has been built with the glorious hotel sign, along with these angels here. The other side of the building has also been built, where it looks like a mini mart or something is down here. And then the rest of the hotel portion of the building is done, with a sort of like AC unit or something towards the very middle here. And then on the other, and then we have a sign here. This is supposed to be a sign that says Carnival. I'll add the text at a later date. The last portion of this construction for this building is this outline here. You need to do this wall and then this wall. Really? Hold on, I need to do an outro because we're still working. Alright, we'll continue at a later date. Goodbye.